Today we're going to talk about moving from California to Bloomington, Indiana. There are a lot of people moving here from there, so I wanted to give you kind of a cost breakdown and what you can expect by moving to Bloomington. I'm using NerdWallet as my basis for pricing on everything, and I'm gonna tell you just a little bit about what you can expect. So my name's Wendy Kohlmeier and I'm a local realtor here in Bloomington. I've lived in Bloomington almost my entire life, and I just want to keep you informed when you're making the move. We're going to use LA as a cost breakdown, LA, Orange County, and what it's going to cost to move to Bloomington. So you're making $100,000, and we're just using $100,000 because it's an easy number, right? So if you're moving from LA and you're making $100,000, to move to Bloomington, you would need to make $92,637 to have the same style of living. So it's 7% lower in Bloomington than it is in LA. Now, let's say that you're going to not purchase, but you're going to rent a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, and you've been doing that in LA. So the median cost to rent out there for that size of apartment would be $3,184. Well, in Bloomington, it's going to be $1,410 a month. So that's quite a significant savings that you'll be making if you're renting in Bloomington. Now, the median home price, if you're going to buy a home and not rent, out in LA, you would be paying $1.25 million for a house in LA. And in Bloomington, you will be paying about $494,000 for a house. So you can see there's a huge difference in housing prices. Now, let's look at transportation costs. Out in LA, the gas, as of this video, it's $4.92 a gallon. And in Bloomington, it's $3.52 a gallon. So your transportation costs for gasoline are going to go down 25% by moving to Bloomington. And then you're also going to want to know about entertainment costs. So in LA, a movie ticket would cost you $19.39, and in Bloomington, it would be $11.24, and that's 5% savings overall. Let's say you wanted to do a yoga class, so that's going to be $22.67 in LA and $17.33 in Bloomington. And just to keep it interesting, a 6-pack of Heineken in LA is going to cost you $11.19, and in Bloomington it's going to cost $10.30. So what about food? So food is about 5% lower than LA. Bread in LA is going to cost you $4.44, and in Bloomington it's going to cost $3.99. I don't know what kind of bread you're buying, but my bread costs a lot more because I go for really organic, clean bread. But and the same thing with eggs and milk. So eggs in LA are going to cost you $4.50, and in Bloomington they're going to cost $3.79. Milk will cost $5 and a penny in LA and $4.82 in Bloomington. That to consider. Now, as far as healthcare, you are going to pay 4% more overall in Bloomington than LA. So your typical doctor's visit in LA is going to cost you $130, where in Bloomington it's going to cost about $109. The dentist is going to cost you $131.50, and in Bloomington it's going to cost you $119.50. And to go to the optometrist, this is where the percentage changes, is in LA you're going to pay about $144 a visit to the optometrist. In Bloomington, it's $175.25, which is kind of crazy. You'd be better off driving an hour to Indianapolis and getting a lower cost eye doctor's appointment than staying in Bloomington. So Bloomington is 4% higher than the national average. So you've got to take into account everything that Bloomington has to offer and take a look at this video about everything that you're going to like about it. Now, coming from LA, you are not going to have the traffic problems that you do out there and the smog and some of those things. But what you will miss by moving to Bloomington is you're going to miss that lovely LA weather. So, and I do have a video about the weather that you need to check out for sure, so you can see if this is the place for you. But overall, you're going to be saving significantly coming from California to Bloomington, especially in housing costs. So that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind. And if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe, and I will put all my info in the comment section in the description below, and I will also link some other videos that will help you if you're making that cross-country move. Let me know if you have any questions, and I am here to answer any of those. Just call, text, email, and I will be glad to help you with your housing search.